So I want to just share the 5 drivers in my decision to support the Creekside alignment. The first is that it really, in my opinion, would not really add any new impervious surface along Bolin Creek because it's already fundamentally an impervious surface. The greenway would be retrofitted into an Awassa sewer easement that is already beaten down, already hard packed over. Be retrofitted into an Awassa sewer easement that is already beaten down, already hard packed over many decades with hikers, with mountain bikers, and with Awassa trucks. Town staff and North Carolina water quality officials considered the trail to be impervious in 2009, and it's only worsened over the last 14 years. Second, compared to the upland forest, the Creekside alignment would require very few trees to be cut down. Trees were already removed when building the sewer easement decades ago, and the easement must stay cleared of trees to allow for the Awassa utility trucks easy access to the sewage pipes for routine maintenance. So on the Chapel Hill side of things, only 15 trees were cut down, all less than a foot in diameter, to build its greenway in the nearly identical sewer easement some 25 years ago. Third, as the local chapter of Sierra Club mentioned in a memo a few days ago, the Creekside alignment could actually improve environmental conditions along the creek, in the creek and along the creek. That's because those using the trail would no longer need to be dodging puddles, rocks, and roots and braiding the 25 to 50 foot wide easement. Their feet and their tires would be confined to a narrower 10 to 15 foot greenway. So in other words, it would be possible to shrink the impervious surface and reclaim space for a buffer that could be filled with native plants, hardwoods, rocks, and ground cover, slowing runoff, reducing erosion and sedimentation, and stabilizing the stream. There is a large body of research that says riparian zones can actually be improved by just these kinds of narrow paved paths along a creek, so long as they are combined with seeded shoulders with vegetation. That would be key. Fourth, the Creekside alignment is flat and it's off-road, making it accessible for community members from ages 8 to 80 who are walking or rolling using bicycles, wheelchairs, walkers, strollers, skateboards, and scooters. For those at the younger end of the scale, this opens up all kinds of opportunities for safe routes to schools. The long lines of parents that we've heard about this earlier this evening, the long lines of parents idling their cars during school pickup and drop-off hours could easily be replaced by more rows of racks brimming with bicycles at Chapel Hill High, Smith Middle, and Sewell Elementary schools, especially among the 229 students living in the no transportation zone at these 3 schools. For some of these students, daily commutes using active transportation will turn into lifetime routines, and it's hard to think of a better investment in climate mitigation as well as the physical and mental health of our young people. And 5, finally, the Creekside alignment most aligns with the very core of our Carrboro Connects comprehensive plan. It connects us. It connects the largest number of Carrboro neighborhoods, including those near Greensboro Street and Hillsborough Road. It connects them to each other. It connects to schools and parks and jobs and civic and social engagements and to our downtown. These endless possibilities of these new connections from Estes Park Apartments to Lake Hogan Farms were mentioned over and over again in the community survey. So was the exciting possibility of one day leveraging Carrboro's Bolin Creek Greenway by connecting it to Chapel Hill's Greenway at Estes Drive. So for all of these reasons, I think it's time to move forward with the engineering and the design for the Creekside alignment, a design that should stay outside of the buffer whenever possible while respecting the water quality rules that protect our creeks and our streams. I hope staff can identify funding and design for this project at the timeliest way possible. And thank you, Danny, for suggesting that be as early as spring.